Hello, welcome back to the weekly dance tutorial, and today we're going to learn how to do some transitions for waving. So, transitions, okay? If you're here, you should know what an arm wave is. This is the arm wave. All you're doing is passing a wave from one end to the other end, okay? And there are different ways to do that. So if you already know the basic one, which is going from left to right or right to left, forward or back, so going forward, going out, there's different areas within each part of the waves that you can find and use as transition points. And remember, a transition point is just going from A to B. Okay, so this is already one transition right here, going from left to right. But where is the transition point? So the transition point is actually here, in the right, somewhere in the middle, right? Because if this is one end, this is the other end, the transition is somewhere in the middle, right? But since we're not doing anything with the transition point, it just looks like you're going from one end to the other, okay? I mean, that wave itself is a transition because you're moving energy from one area to the other, but you can definitely spice up the transition even more. So here's an example. Let's just choose our shoulders as transition points, okay? So if I start on my left arm, which is your right arm, and I wave, and then I get to the shoulder. So what can you do from here? You can do some sort of concept or idea as soon as you get to the shoulder, and you can go something like this. Go boom. You see how I added just an extra layer, just manipulating this center area instead of just going like this, right? And going like this. I'm gonna add something to end it and transition my wave this side now, right? Something like that. So let's try that one more time really slowly. From here, we have a wave, get to here, and as soon as I get to here, I'm just gonna drop this arm. So I'm gonna go like this, drop this arm, because now the attention is here anyway. So here, drop this arm, and then get to this arm, wave it out, okay? And notice I turned my body to this way. So one more time, boom, 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 okay? And the reason why I dropped this arm was because I don't want it to take the attention away, because if I left it here, it's kind of distracting, you know, if I have two arms going this way. I just want it to go from here, transition to the front, okay? So going backwards like that, all right? So remember, transition. And the cool thing is, once you get to here, you can actually stay here and then do something else and then finish off the wave like that. Here, here, here. All I'm doing right now is I'm just playing around with the motions, and I'm swinging it and swaying it back and forth because that's just like a style choice where I want to trace, swing it, throw it up, swing it, transition. So that whole sequence right there was taking this and turning it into something more interesting by manipulating the transition points, which is the shoulders, okay? And there's a lot you can do with shoulders, even though it seems like they're kind of just connecting your arm to your body. The shoulder is actually very important when you're transitioning. So here's another way you can use them is once you get to here, shoulders, right? We're manipulating the shoulders, manipulating the shoulders, whatever, and then you could actually change the direction. Because you're already doing something here, you can change the direction of your wave entirely and go from here, boom, down to your chest, go up. So everybody knows this body wave, right? Right? Everyone knows that body wave. So what people don't realize is you're also using your shoulders to go from here, shoulders, to bring it down. You're changing the path or continuing the path from here to go down. So you're going in a line, right? You're going this way, transition somewhere in the shoulders, then you go this way. So think about it like it's like a train that's going on train tracks, and then you get to like a fork in the road, and then it just gets to that road, and then it changes directions, right? That's what this is. Here, 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 going up, here, here. So now that you know that, we can now do something with that. So you can go here, here, shoulders, 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 down, here, here, shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Something else. Something that I like to do personally is I like to stall and see all of the movements that I could do with just getting to my shoulder and moving around my shoulder or whatever, right? So you can discover like a lot of different ways to transitions by just taking your time at certain spots, right? So we've been talking about the shoulders. There are other ways to transition your waves, and I mentioned it briefly, and it's your hands, right? So you already know how to do this connecting hand wave, and all it is you're doing the hand wave to the other hand, right? So you're waving to the other hand, waving this way, right? Wave, 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 connect, and then you continue that wave, connect, right? That little interaction going from here to here is the transition point, right? This whole area right here, right? So imagine if you were just messing around with this transition to transition it somewhere else, right? And you definitely see this a lot where people go here, 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 throw it up, catch it, whatever, right? So that's just another very simple transition point. But now that you know that it's a transition point, you can see where you could take it from there, right? If you're dancing, moving, like, oh, here, I'm already here, so now I can take it somewhere else, you know, that I haven't taken it before. So that's one way to use the hand waves, right? You could even transition the hand wave into the shoulder transition, right? Instead of just transitioning to your arm, when you're transitioning into the shoulder, you can go like this, here, and then end up moving your whole body because your elbow changed the direction for the wave, you know? So here, boom, like I can use this to pop this up, which brings my shoulder forward. Right here, pull it down, pulls my shoulder. I think it really helps when you just focus on the joints, because if I do this trace wave right here, and then I push with my elbow, push it back, finish it here, or here, 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 like just focus on those joints and you should be able to come up with some interesting ideas. Okay, so there you have it. Those are some basic waving transitions that you can do. So if you have any more questions about that, feel free to message me at ken.poryatics on Instagram, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.